Hey, what's up? It's Dean, Sear Performance. We're at the shop today, and on Zach's Mustang. So we left off. I had made the upper links, the adjustable upper links. I made those. The transmission cross member, powder coated, whole bunch of stuff. Had the motor in the car. We made the frame mounts to go to the factory K member. And then later on down the road, if he decides to go with like a Team Z or something like that, you just unbolt it, take it out. We don't care about those motor mounts. So now I got the transmission in. It's a dirty old TH400. We had the hot side made. I got both wastegates on. It is a divided turbo, so they have individual runners up to the turbo. I'd imagine you can combine the two and do a big wastegate, but we're not gonna worry about that. We got the intercooler in. I got the charge pipe run up into the fender and with a 90 boot, silicone boot. The exhaust was done, 5-inch downpipe. Started making the alternator mount. I have like a little Toyota alternator I'm going to try and fit in there. I might have to remake those a little bit. But the intercooler's mounted off of the bumper bracket. There's tabs, you can kind of see if I can get up in there. There's those tabs. So I welded these tabs on, bolted it on. The thing is rock solid, so that's good. And then on the charge side, yep, that's sour apple green with some disco fusion on it, but I got it with the, it's like a Marlin S400 or something V-band that goes to 3.5 inch. So I swelled the 3-inch up inside of it and welded it on. Comes down 3-inch. I got the blow-off valve in here, which people argue, oh, the blow-off valve should be as close to the throttle body as possible, but I like to keep the blow-off valves kind of hidden. I could have done it on this side over here, but the way this pipe fits in, it looks like there's a lot of room, but there's a fender bracket here and then kind of the headlight bracket stuff there. So this pipe actually is a little bit of a trick to get in and out, and I didn't want to add a blow-off valve into it. And I could have done it on the charge pipe coming across, could have hung it down, but I like to keep them hidden. My truck, I don't run a blow-off valve, so you know, having it over here, it'll still work. And I softened the spring. It's pretty soft in there now. Finished the turbo drain in the -10 PTFE, so that goes up to the turbo. What else did we do? Mounted sort of a fin style transmission cooler right on the frame. I got the -6 kit to make the 2 lines. Mounted the fuel filter. It's a Earl's, like 100 micron or something like that. I don't remember the part number on it. It's under the clamp, of course. It's like the really good filters a lot. I don't remember if it's 10 or 100. I can never remember that. What else? I gotta let the car down. I have another car coming today. My buddy Bruce. Hey, he acquired a 2006 GTO with the LSA. So he's headed down. We're gonna pop Zach's car off the lift and check out the GTO for him. I think he just kind of wants to go through it. Oh, yeah, I got a lot done up here too. So, Zach actually bought my intake, which is like a 4150 carb style intake with the EFI. So that's been on there for a while. I got the elbow and throttle body put on, got the throttle cable in. These rails aren't the right rails, but they're just there to kind of, so I could do my fuel lines. I got all the lines all done. I got the return fitting put on. I got both feed fittings put on. I did the crossover in the front. Yep, got the big throttle body silicone adapter. Goes from 4 to 3.5. And then over here is 3.5 to 3. And I've worked all the way through everything, tightening everything. As each piece is done, I'm tightening everything and double checking that everything is tight. The Terminator X is all in. I had used his harness for another swap because with the way things ship and stuff, as a dealer, we can kind of do different options. Like we can get the kits, without the screen. We can get them just the harnesses, the ECU. We can get everything all separate. I mean, anybody can, but it's cheaper for us because we're a dealer. So with another swap I had, the kit was far out. It was 3 months out or something like that. So I ordered it separately. So I ordered an ECU and then I ordered a harness, and the harness was going to take a really long time as well, but the ECU was coming in quick. So I spoke with Zach and we borrowed his harness, but now he's got a brand new harness back in there. Injectors are all in and plugged in. And the throttle cable, I took the factory throttle cable out, which is these 2 bolts right here, and this is a plate. And then the throttle cable has kind of a sleeve that's swelled, almost like pop riveted into this plate. So I took and I cut that sleeve and knocked it out, and this cable fit in there perfect. Like literally the drill size was perfect for the thread to go through, and then I put the nut on the back side and I can slide the cable right back in. And then I did my typical, I take the little end off and slide the cable back through the factory little white clip. So all of that is done. I started kind of laying the harness back out. So I know this from here, from right here all the way forward is all headlights, horn, all that stuff, blinkers, yada yada yada. So I know this is like his front harness kit. And then there's a ground. So now I'm looking at this side of the harness, which has a cap and a plug. This, I have no idea, I honestly couldn't tell you what it went to. This was all the starter solenoid stuff, which I'll need. I believe I just need this yellow one right here, but it's sort of strange that there's a bunch of wires off of it. So I believe this will go kind of to the back of the alternator, and then this will be my solenoid trigger, or this is the solenoid trigger. I'm not 100% positive. I'll have to get a battery in the car and then kind of trigger them, but that's pretty much everything. And I believe this plug was like the engine was on the engine harness, and I think it plugged in for like the gauges. So I'm going to try to probe into this one and see if I can't get some of the gauges to work. And then these are his A-pillar pieces here. Oil pressure, one is coolant, one is coolant and one is, I think he had something else. Water temp. Yeah, water temp. Oh, boost. Let's see, oil pressure. Oh, that's okay. So oil pressure, water temp, boost. The water temp I already pulled out, I believe. I believe that's like the other wire. So that one of those must be the tack. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm gonna see if I can get that tack working. Just it was in the car. Either that or maybe try and get his factory tack to work off of the Terminator X tack output. That might be pretty neat to have the factory tack working. Not that it'll be as accurate, but that might be something that's pretty neat. We also gutted the whole dashboard and everything. I fit the hood the other day, and it just barely touches the throttle body. So we'll have to cut probably a little hole here for his throttle body. No big deal there. Radiator's in. I also mounted the fan with the shroud on the front of the radiator. There's no room to do it behind the radiator. So we're plugging away on Zach's car. We're really close to finishing all the little details. I'm waiting the drive shaft yoke for the Turbo 400. I know I ordered one. I'm just not sure what I did with it. It could be somewhere in a box or something, but I had all his stuff in the back of the car, so I ordered another one. That'll be here in a day or so, so I'll get the drive shaft done. I have that bracket that I had made originally for my daughter for a PlayStation or Xbox or something, and it's in that same illusion purple, so, or illusion blue, I'm not sure. I think it's illusion purple. So I'm gonna mount that for his battery, do a hold down, and then I got a bunch of cable here for his positive and negative to run up to the front. I got a bunch more cable over there. I got some lugs. So we're plugging away. I got to mount the shifter. I got to patch the floor. And that's kind of the bigger projects left to do. I mean, it's coming along pretty good. So shouldn't be long before we fire this one up and get a little bit of a tune on it and see what it could do. I appreciate you watching. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, doesn't cost you anything. Hit the bell to be notified of new videos, and have a good day.